What is up, guys? It's Fernando back with another video. Today, we'll be doing my UFC Freedom 250 recap and review. We're going to go through all the fights. I'm going to say what I thought about each fight, and at the end, I'm going to give you a overall totality of what I thought of the event. So, let's get into it. To start off, we're going to start off with the main event of the evening. We had Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje for the lightweight championship. This fight was an absolute banger from the jump. I mean, I couldn't believe what I watched, but the first round is them two kind of being technical. Gaethje's bit picking them apart. At the end, it turns into a complete slugfest, and they start just throwing bombs at each other. Gaethje came in saying he was going to throw missiles on the White House lawn, and that's exactly what he did. We get into the second round, and Topuria just starts leveling Gaethje to the body, hits him with a nice liver shot, drops him, and eventually just controls him through the whole second round. It was great. And then the third and fourth round it just takes a complete turn where I didn't think it was going to go. Topuria started to gas, and Justin Gaethje was able to batter him for mostly the third and fourth round, just put hands on him, and Topuria just looked tired, and and it was incredible. Justin Gaethje was able to take Topuria to a dark place and make him feel something that he's never felt before. He's never been hit that way. He's never felt that type of pain. He's never gone into those deep waters losing in a fight. And Gaethje was able to just hit him and just batter his face. Gaethje's shots were doing so much damage. Topuria's face was completely disfigured. It was honestly one of the greatest performances I have ever seen, ever. And going back to my prediction video, I predicted that Trevor Whitman and Justin Gaethje and his whole team were going to have to put together an unthinkable game plan and to win this fight. And that's exactly what they did. The game plan mixed with the heart and soul and just grittiness and out of control Justin Gaethje, it all came to fruition, and it at the very tippy top, and was able to pull off this victory. He was able to get in the clinch and throw an uppercut, which was what did most of the damage to Topuria's face. Was these nasty uppercuts in the clinch. It was wild. And then he was able to hit him with some overhands, and then he mixed in ever so slightly some wrestling. And Topuria even initiated some wrestling, was dominating him in top control on the top. But I feel like in a way that really drained the gas tank of Topuria. And after the third round, he had nothing left. His speed, his technique was kind of gone, and Justin Gaethje just took it to him. I mean, it was one of the greatest title fights I've ever watched, one of the greatest upsets, and I just didn't expect it. I just didn't see a way where Justin Gaethje was going to be able to withstand the onslaught and the power and the technical ability of Ilia Topuria, but he did. He took Topuria's shots, and he delivered them right back, and it affected Topuria even more. It was absolutely amazing. I mean, all the props in the world to Justin Gaethje. Especially in this environment on the White House lawn, the way he was able to do it in such a great spirit. I mean, from here on, Topuria is going to need a lot of time. He's going to need some time off because he took an absolute beating here. So what Topuria does from here is he can go back to 145. He can do 155. I don't know what he's going to do, but he's got to take some time off, even though he just came off a pretty long layoff. I mean, this is a beating that requires at least 8 months off. And for Justin Gaethje, man, he can do whatever he wants. There's a million fights here at 155 with the championship, but as a ginormous Justin Gaethje fan and someone that loves seeing his fight, that loves watching him to fight, I want to be selfish, and I want him to keep and continue fighting just so we can get more of these fights. But at the end of the day, if Justin Gaethje wants to ride off into the sunset on this type of performance, this type of victory with the lightweight championship, I'm all for that. I could really see Justin Gaethje retiring. He's got a million other things. I know he likes to golf. He does all that other stuff. But man, a performance of a lifetime from Justin Gaethje, and I am so glad that the whole country and the whole world on this biggest stage was able to witness this. And this was just a great showing for mixed martial arts. And next we have the heavyweight champion. Championship fight between Alex Pereira and Ciryl Gane. Now this fight didn't go too long. I mean, on the feet for the first round, they were just kind of going back and forth. Ciryl Gane looked like the quicker fighter, and inevitably that's what won Ciryl Gane the fight in the second round. I predicted Alex Pereira to win the fight just because I felt like the wave he was on was just too big. But what I thought happened. Ciryl Gane's speed at heavyweight is just a little bit different. He's a little bit too quick for Alex Pereira, and Alex Pereira is susceptible to being hit. I've said it before. His defense kind of lacks off when he's starting to get hit. I've seen it in the Adesanya fights, and it really showed itself here in this fight, because when Ciryl Gane tagged him with a jab, it was a straight jab is what dropped Alex Pereira, and then he just mauled him from there on the ground a little bit, and then Alex Pereira was able to get back to his feet, and he just took shot after shot after shot, and was forced the fight to be stopped here in a TKO win for Ciryl Gane. And obviously we know what's next for Ciryl Gane. He's going to go on to fight Tom Aspinall 100%. They're going to do that rematch when Tom Aspinall is ready. Hopefully he gets ready here in the near future. I'm not sure what the status is on him. But as for Alex Pereira, I mean, he dared to be great. He tried to go up to that big weight class, and he just fought someone that had a little too much for him. But as for him, I'm not sure what he does either. I mean, he can go back to two. I don't know if he wants to make that cut to 205, because I feel like he could run through that division. That's his real stomach, where he can just go after victory. But in the heavyweight division, I mean, there is a multitude of fights for Alex Pereira. He's able to the Josh Hokett fights on the table. I mean, Alex Pereira can do whatever he wants. He's earned the right to do whatever he wants. But yeah, at the end of the day, that was a good fight there. A little disappointing because I really like Alex Pereira, but Ciryl Gane was able to pick up the victory by TKO. And next we have Sean O'Malley versus Ayman Sahabi at bantamweight. This fight was exactly what I expected it to be. Sean O'Malley, they're kind of going back and forth, trying to find each other range at the beginning. Ayman Zahabi's just leveling him with leg kicks for the whole fight, pretty much the whole 2 rounds that it lasted. And once Ayman Zahabi stopped with the leg kicks and tried to push a little bit forward with the hands, he was tagged with a straight left, and then 1-2. Sean O'Malley puts his lights out and then salutes while Ayman Zahabi is falling. It was fantastic. I mean, this dude, they put him on a card for a reason, and Sean O'Malley lit it up. He said what he was going to. He said he was going to knock him out. He said he was going to salute. He said all these things, and it came to fruition here at the White House card. I mean, it was great. I mean, Sean O'Malley looked good. As for Ayman Zahabi, I mean, no one has interest in him, so he's going to continue being a contender here in the 135 division. But as for Sean O'Malley, with the title being on Peter Yan, I say you just give him a title shot. I mean, what other choices does UFC have to do with Sean O'Malley? I besides the title shot, nothing. That's it. He's a huge star. He's beaten the guy that has the title already. So great performance, great showing by Sean O'Malley. Glad to see that. Then we get to Derek Lewis versus Josh Hokett. This fight kind of played out exactly how I thought it was going to play out, except for Josh Hokett was able to really use his wrestling and take Derek down and kind of maul him on the ground. He takes him down in the first round and then kind of pieces him up in the second round, leads to a TKO victory for for Josh Hokett. Not surprised by this, but the work Josh Hokett do is he is real good. He is able to mix it up, and his speed at heavyweight is different. His 1-2 is phenomenal. And obviously the little character he plays as for sales and UFC, it's cringe, it's corny, I think it's stupid, it's annoying, but it sells tickets. People want to watch him lose. People want to see him get his ass beat. And the thing is, people are going to continue to tune in to watch that, and he's going to continue to win and just light it up and draw eyes to the sport, which is exactly what the heavyweight division needed. So good win by Josh Hokett. And as for Derek Lewis, I mean, I don't know what he wants. He's still going to be a big star no matter what. But I don't want to say call it quits just because everyone loves Derek Lewis, but he's up there in age, and he just doesn't seem to be going anywhere. And we get this is the craziest pick I had on my predictions was Michael Chandler versus Mauricio Rufy. Rufy pieces him up, just absolutely destroys Michael Chandler. There was no chance Michael Chandler had. Just pieces him up, knocks him the fuck out. TKO victory for Mauricio Rufy, and he's gonna be among the top of the lightweights here. He's real good. The ground game is a little susceptible. He has some problems on the ground, as shown in the Benoit Saint Denis fight, but his striking is unmatched. It's fluid. It's flawless. He's good. So he'll be a contender here at 155, but he's got to get that ground game working for him to actually make a title run, in my opinion. And as for Michael Chandler, I mean, I don't know what he wants to do. He's up again. He's another fighter that's up there in age. He's exciting to watch, but I don't see where he can go from here. And as for the ranking wise, he's just gonna be there for maybe exciting fights. Maybe do the counter fight after Holloway if they're both still fighting. Yeah, just pretty much fun fights from now on for Michael Chandler, because he just doesn't win. Then we have Bo Nickel versus Kyle Dawkins. This one played out exactly how I thought it was. Bo Nickel just has his way with them. He looked faster, he looked quicker, he looked stronger, he looked just a better athlete than Kyle Dawkins. Was able to hit him with the 1-2 or 2-3 and TKO Kyle Dawkins here in the second fight of the night. To start the night off, we had Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia. This fight was real interesting. Steve Garcia is piecing him up on the feet, really having his way, getting the range good, and Diego Lopez looks like he's like kind of hesitant, but in the second round, he just goes at him, just absolutely goes at Steve Garcia and knocks him the fuck out. And this set the tone for the entire night of the fights. Diego Lopez is such an exciting fighter, man. He is absolutely fantastic. And the crowd loved him, and it was great. He just hits him, just goes straight at him and knocks him the fuck out. Great showing by Diego Lopez here. And then afterwards, he said he's gonna go join the fans at the outside the arena and go party with them, and that's exactly what he did. He went out there and got fucking lit, get everyone hype. Absolutely great showing by Diego Lopez. As for him, he's lost to the champion 2 times, so the champion's either gonna have to give up the title to someone else for him to get another title shot, or just continue to fight maybe like a contender below him. But I have no, I'm Diego Lopez will fight anyone. This dude is a fighter's fighter. He is absolutely great. So we'll see what they do with him at 145. And as for Steve Garcia, he could just build himself back up. He fought a juggernaut here in Diego Lopez. This is exactly how I expected this to go. But yeah. So overall, the whole fight card lived up to the hype. We had 7 fucking finishes in the whole night, and they were all violent. Great. 7 for 7. That's something you very rarely see. So as for the fights, they lived up to the hype, man. Especially that main event with Justin Gaethje pulling off the upset of the fucking century here. Great fights. And as the whole presentation, I thought the presentation was brilliant. Regardless what you think politically, the claw, the way that they entered through the White House, it looked amazing. The view of the White House in the background of the octagon looked great. There was no pauses in my stream. There's nothing like that. Everything seemed the same as a normal UFC fight, but just obviously at the White House. There's that cool image of Diego Lopez standing on top of the cage right in front of the White House with the American flag. Everything about it just seemed big. This card, this idea was monstrous. It was great. I have to give it up for Dana White and trying this and pulling this off. And the fan fest outside was amazing. It felt like soccer and football, whatever you want to call it. It felt like that, where all the fans were watching on big screens right outside the stadium. It was absolutely amazing. So as for the event, I'm going to give this an absolute 10 out of 10. 7 out of 7 for all these amazing fights. And 3 out of 3 for just the presentation. Overall, 10 out of 10. yeah, the only thing I would have to say something bad about is this matchmaking. The matchmaking for this card was a little bit. We kind of knew it was gonna happen until the last two fights, but yeah, the matchmaking was like stylistically nightmares for some people. But I'm not gonna say too much of that. But like I said, overall 10/10, amazing card. Shout out UFC. I'm so glad I watched this. Yeah. So I will see y'all tomorrow for the Raw recap interview. So stay tuned for that and have a good one.